class. This is going to be a fascinating confrontation and a battle for national pride.
Right, the way they go. Kipruto just easing himself ahead of the rest of the field at the moment. Jager, the tall American, just loping along. He's got a lovely stride, really, loping along there in second place. We'll have to wait and see what the Kenyans decide. They usually like to take things easy for a few laps before they start getting together.
What's interesting about this race, though, Steve, as we watch Jager in second place, Nerji's coming wide on the outside, very early stages. This is unusual because the Kenyans will know, as Amare takes the front and tries to come wide on the outside of Jager, this is a race where they know they have to respect what Evan Jager can do, because if he hadn't fallen at the final barrier, he would be the fastest athlete in the world this year. He had Jairus Birech, the world leader this year, in all sorts of trouble in Paris in the Diamond League, and they know they can't allow him to express himself like that in the last two laps. He's a genuine danger to them.
He's a danger, but he's on his own, in a sense that, you know, there isn't anybody that can help him really, although the other American in this race could be there. But there are 4 Kenyans here in this race, and that really could be a team effort, but I can sometimes think that Ezekiel Kemboi does not run as a team man.
I think he wants to secure his status as the greatest steeplechaser in history. The triple world champion, 3 silvers as well. His silver medals go back to 2003 in that incredible race against Saeed Sharif Sahin in Paris, where they tore each other to pieces, and Kemboi just missed out on the gold medal. He's been around at the top for more than a decade. Conseslus Kipruto still leading on the outside. Good run from Cabral, 10th fastest in the world this year. He was 8th in the Olympic final in London, the American.
But at 2:49.5, it's not particularly quick.
And that's why they're all still together. Nobody has become detached yet. And there are some very, very quick men in this race. It's a genuinely world-class field, this.
Because it's only 8:15 pace.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to change. Don't think the Kenyans, even the Kenyans, will allow it to slip down to a last lap when you've got the likes, really, of some of the fastest finishers in this race, really. They will probably take it up before that and start pushing it on.
Ezekiel Kemboi, the defending champion, boxed in on the inside. No need to worry about that just yet, but he's not interested in making his presence felt at the front of the field. It's Conseslus Kipruto who still leads. It's bunched together here. They just need to be careful that a few heels don't get clipped in the middle laps of this race.
Well, that's why I've been pleased with the way Jager's been running. He's kept himself out of trouble. There he is, the tall American, just on the outside of everybody, not getting boxed in at all. Birech coming now, starting to stretch it out. Well, here we go. 4 laps to go. They've been told to move it on, and that's exactly what they're doing. Birech has shot to the front and really put a real surge on here.
This race now takes on a different dynamic. Ezekiel Kemboi has beaten everyone in this field, but only once. He's had other performances where he's finished outside the top 10. Now we're going to find out how much stamina he's got in his legs, and also how much he really, really wants this, because the other 3 Kenyans would love to wrestle this title away from him.
Well, Amare, the Ethiopian, is in that mix, but he's struggling over each barrier, and it's stopping Ezekiel Kemboi really from coming through. Amare now going hard at this water jump. Takes it well, moves ahead of the rest of the Kenyans. Well, they're slowing down a bit now after that surge. Birech has decided, well, I'm not going to take it on any further. Kipruto moves ahead now, but not by much. Amare of Ethiopia is there. Coming up with 3 laps to go now. Kemboi again has moved into that right place. He's just tucked in on the inside here. He loves that.
And Jager has tracked everything that's happened so far. Potential for a little bit of American distance running stroke steeplechase history here. No American has ever finished on the podium in a World Championship steeplechase. Henry Marsh was in second place going into the final barrier in Helsinki in '83 and fell and missed the medals. Wow. Is this the day when Evan Jager rights that wrong for the Americans, and he steps wide on the outside onto the shoulder of Brimin Kipruto?
He's running well, Jager, he really is. He's moving ahead now, just onto the shoulder. Don't forget, he's a 3:32 50 on a metre runner, which is fast, but then Speed maybe over 1,500 metres is not what he needs here. He needs it over 400 metres because these boys are starting to pick it up. Jager, again, doing everything right. Kipruto trying to put the charge on. Amare of Ethiopia coming through. On the inside, again, Ezekiel Kemboi getting in all sorts of problems, but he's in the right place and he's in the mix.
Well, this really is fascinating. Just under 800 metres to go in the final of the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase. Conseslus Kipruto leads, but right on his shoulder is the American Evan Jager. Broke the national record earlier this year, just a fraction outside 8 minutes. Can he stop a Kenyan 1, 2, 3? They've done it twice before. Ezekiel Kemboi in third place. Birech in fourth.
I was going to say Kipruto's lengthening his stride into this water chase jump, steeplechase jump, and by doing so just takes Jager slightly away from the rest of them. Jager still looking very good. He's in the right place at the right time here with about 500 metres to go. Takes that water jump well. Kipruto will not let him pass though. He just keeps accelerating it every so much. Ezekiel Kemboi on the inside there, now trying to get out of that box position. Birech keeping him in at the moment. Is he going to let him out or not? Yes, he is. No, he's not. He's keeping him boxed. Good move.
They hit the bell in this thoroughly absorbing men's 3,000 metre steeplechase. Conseslus Kipruto leads on the inside. Evan Jager on his shoulder. Ezekiel Kemboi boxed in and still no move from the fastest man in the world this year, Jairus Birech, who now hits the front down the back straight. This is where we find out what the Americans got. And look at the acceleration from Ezekiel Kemboi. He's running like a wild man. He's pulling away from the rest of the field.
Well, this is 400 metre pace here at the moment. Has he done enough, though? Because chasing him hard, look at this coming into the water jump. Ezekiel Kemboi is going to do it. He clears it by about 10 metres or so. Chasing hard, though. Kipruto. Kemboi and Kipruto now. Kemboi and Kipruto. Kipruto is closing on this last, but stutters, and that gives Kemboi the chance. And the world champion comes back again for another world championship. Kipruto is in second place. Wow, what a race there. Birech, I think, gets third. But the Kenyans over that last lap just went absolutely ballistic, leaving Jager far behind.
I cannot believe the acceleration we just witnessed from Ezekiel Kemboi. Brimin Kipruto came through for third. We have just witnessed a man cementing his status as the greatest steeplechase